as we conclude, we'd also like to know more about your music. Talk to us.
Funds in a Kenya Sign Language Bill.
Yeah, Kenyan Sign Language Bill. I think the most fundamental for me is that I have put in there that from primary school level, all children will have to start learning sign language, basic sign language. So it will be in primary school once the bill is enacted into law. And also there are other provisions of sign language being made available in court, in the judiciary system, made available on TV, not just on the news, but on other entertainment programming, because people who are deaf don't just listen to the news. I mean, come on. They like to, engage in other, correct, yes, they need to be educated and entertained in other ways. So across as well public addresses by any public officers, heads of state, things like that, there will have to be sign language when this bill becomes enacted. And then I also have my Learners with Disabilities Bill of 2023, and that is to encourage Kenya to move towards a more inclusive education system. So right now we have special needs schools, which are separate from like traditional schools, right? It's like, you guys go, that's for you, special needs, and then the rest will go over here.
And that's segregation.
Correct. And that's not the way the world really is, because once you go into the real world as an adult, you will have to mix. You'll have to integrate and have to work with and live with everyone. So what I'm saying in the Learners with Disabilities Bill is that we need to now move into integrated school. Inclusive education, so have everyone in one place, and then make sure that you give them reasonable, depending on what disability they have, as the learner with disability. Similar to me in Senate, I will. It's not like I go in Senate and then they say, okay, you, because you have a disability as a senator, you sit over here, and then the other senators will be over here. It's like, no, we are all working together towards creating a better Kenya for everyone. So that's the premise of the Learners with Disabilities Bill, and I'm really proud of these 4 bills, and I've got 6 others that I'm also pushing right now.
Oh, nice.
So I'm sweating out here, man.
You are.
You're getting your money's worth out of me.
Let me tell you, you said you're proud of yourself. I'm also so proud of you, and I'm so happy for the work that you're doing, because it needs to be done, and people often complain and this and that about what's not being done, but it's good to highlight what is being done.
Yeah.
I'm hoping every single bill here can become law, so that we see, of course, a more inclusive society going into the next 10, 20, 50 years, right?
Yeah.
But very briefly, back to artist. Off air, we were speaking about I was like, when was the last time you were in studio, and what do you have in store for us? Please share with us, because like I said, going into the Senate does not mean the creative has just disappeared,
No, absolutely. I have 3 parts to me. There is music, there is disability activism, and now there is politics. So those parts have to work. And I have actually released a mixtape called Blinding Allure in the last quarter of the last year. So that was hip hop and R&B. That was the genre, right?
Yes.
And my plan is to release a series of So Blinding Allure 2 will release in this quarter. Okay. That's more like Afro and stuff. Then Blinding Allure 3 will be like reggae. Blinding Allure 4 will be gospel. Blinding Allure 5, Ivyo. Because I really want to show people that, you're eclectic as a human being. You're multi-layered. And you shouldn't just inside of you. And people know me for chakacha, rumba, but I'm like, I've got so many other influences. I told you my first song that I recorded was over a Bone and Thugs and Harmony. Hip hop. People don't know that about me, so I want to show them all sides of me. I do.
Okay.
Yeah, man. What do you?
I would have dared you right now.
Oh my god. The spot.
In anything.
I'll drop something Nas.
Okay.
It goes, say shoot, I made you look. Slave in my rhyme book, getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where your gangsters at? Where your dimes at? Ha, say shoot, ooh, ooh.
Proper.
It's an old classic.
We'll call it Makofi Kaolomi de Apa.
Goodness.